going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 21 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. In today's video, I want to talk about a couple different things. Most importantly, how to make stubs, how to get some XP, and also how to kind of invest and take advantage of the marketplace in MLB 21 The Show Diamond Dynasty. So yesterday, a XP/stub exploit came out, and it basically is a way to level up your second inning program fast because of the XP you're earning. And of course, that's going to give you free packs, free rewards, and of course, of all things, stubs, right? So I'm not going to put out the glitch myself because I don't really know how to explain it very well. I was shown how to do it on my Twitch stream last night. I'm going to link ScoMo's video down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. So go watch ScoMo's video. He explains the method and you can pick up and learn it from there. The reason I bring up that method is similar to the first inning program, is that we saw there was basically an exploit for XP during the first inning and people were unlocking it very fast. And now that this one is out there and the people that weren't able to take advantage of the first inning exploit with the crazy XP, like some accounts are just, I don't know, glitched somehow and they're getting crazy XP. For everybody that can't, this is like an alternate method. And I think what's going to happen and what I predict is people are cashing in on XP so quickly right now that you're going to see an influx of people completing the second inning bosses for 350 XP. And that's going to give them one of these free cards. And so you know what happens, right? When these cards become super abundant, people start undercutting, everybody's selling because everybody's earning them so fast, and they're going to start to tank down in price. So again, go check out ScoMo's video if you want to learn the glitch and you want to do it so you guys can earn that XP, earn stubs, earn packs, get that second inning program done really fast. The reason I bring it up with the second inning bosses is because just like the first inning bosses, if we go over to the marketplace, I want to show you what's happening. So we take a look at the 3 second inning bosses. We got Lee Smith, we got Jason Bay, we got Don Mattingly. These three are starting to get cheaper and cheaper. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were in the mid 40s to like, about 43K just last night. Now, less than 12 hours later, you can basically get them for 38. So if we take a look at, like, we'll pull up Lee Smith here, okay, and we'll go to his marketplace trends. And as you can see, when the card first came out, it was super duper expensive, but it's starting to just trickle down and get much cheaper. If we look at 6 on the chart, you can't really see, but I would say it's right around like 46K or so, and now it's getting closer to 45. And remember, these are the buy now prices in red and then the sell now prices in blue, but obviously it's getting cheaper. We'll take a look at Jason Bay real quick here, and same thing goes, getting cheaper, and I think it's because so many people are unlocking via this exploit. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the first inning bosses. The biggest one that stands out here is Fernando Valenzuela. So look at his pricing. It started out really high, and as the card became more common, tons of people were getting it. It got all the way down to right around 40K, slightly above 40K, but somewhere around like 40 and 45,000 stubs. Look at the card now. It's over 100K. So just think about this. If you invested in this card when it was at its cheapest or even around that period of time, you hung on to it or bought a bunch of them, hung on to them, and sold them now, I mean, you're definitely doubling the amount of stubs that you could make. Now, this is just with Venezuela. It's not the same with the other two cards, but if we take a look at Kenny Lofton, who was the other one, you see that little dip down between like 5.6 and 5.7, then it went back up. It's a way to basically, you got to buy at the right time, right? But once you start to notice the dip, buy on the dip, these cards are going to go back up in price. And for two reasons, right? Number one, they're going down because of the exploit, and we're seeing that right now with these three cards all hitting around 38. If these start to hit like 35, 34, 33, I'm going to buy and hold on to as many as I can afford, because what's going to happen, and we're, still some days away from it, but what's going to happen is when the second inning program ends, if we go over to programs and take a look, second inning ends in 18 days, right? 18 days exactly from right now, so we're basically looking at 2.5 weeks or so. When that ends, those cards are going to shoot back up in price because we have this second inning collection which for the second inning, we had a first inning collection. Well, it's called the second inning collection. You collect the 3 first inning bosses. So basically what's happening is these cards were really, really cheap, but you can put all of them into a set and you can get a bunch of XP towards the second inning collection. So if we look at Mike Piazza, he's up to 55K. I remember a time when he was low 40s. Again, Kenny Lofton's probably the cheapest one out there, but I remember a time when he was like high 30s. And then Venezuela, we already talked about him. He's over 100K. I mean, this is just outrageous how many stubs you could have made if you invested. The same thing is going to happen. When we get the third inning, we're going to get a set similar to this, but it's going to contain Lee Smith, Don Mattingly, Jason Bay, and it's going to give you, you know, like an upgrade on your third inning. It's going to give you XP towards the third inning, and you're going to see these prices go back up. So pay attention to the prices on the second inning bosses over the next couple days, and if you have a lot of stubs, I would definitely recommend investing in a couple and just strictly hanging on to them, waiting to see, you know, if they go up right before the third inning program, or definitely when the third inning program starts, they're going to go up. Now, using that kind of same mindset, we can do the same thing with the monthly rewards. Now, the end of May is still, you know, 13, 14 days away, but it's coming up and it's not too early to prepare. With the monthly rewards in April, we saw, you know, you get this 95 overall Byron Buxton, really, really good card. One of the requirements that you pretty much had to do was complete the collection. And the collection in here required a boatload of Topps Now cards, silvers, golds, and diamonds, and you needed 25 of them. Now, all of these cards can pretty much be earned for free, and of course I'll show you how in a moment, but what happens specifically with the gold cards is that they become very high in demand. Number one, because a lot of people may have sold them as soon as they got them, or number two, they never did the Topps Moment set because I don't want a gold card, right? A lot of people have mostly diamond squads, but we saw cards like this, which are a little bit less expensive now. If we take a look at the marketplace trends, I mean, take a look at it here. We saw this card selling for under 2,000 stubs or so. And then when the new player of the month came out, look at that jump over there from about 5.7 to 5.13. Just absolutely skyrocketed in price, almost tripled in price. Same thing happened with Dylan Carlson. So you can go ahead and look at all of these cards and just notice the trend. I'm just randomly pulling them up here. Now, Yerman Mercedes, a little bit different, but he still went down and then went way back up. His card kind of relatively stayed expensive. I don't think the silver saw as much of a change. It was mostly the golds, but then again, I mean, take a look at this one here. It was under 1,000 stubs and then eventually got up into the 4,000 to 5,000 stub range. So two things with these, right? These cards are gone. We can't really do much with those, but we do have the current Topps Now moments that we've been earning these cards over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And when the May Player of the Month rewards come around, they're going to require those cards. So you can do one of two things. You can start investing in them for sure. The best way to find what those cards are is go to the collections section and then go to Topps Now. Unfortunately, there's not really a way to decipher which ones are from the first like Player of the Month, the April Player of the Month, and which ones are going to be in May. I can kind of tell you because I have all of the Aprils. So all of these cards, John Means, Wade Miley, Garcia here, Reese Hoskins, Dylan Cease, all of these cards that I don't have, minus the Joe Musgrove, he was from the first month. All of these guys are more than likely going to be in the May, is it May? Yeah, I'm getting yes, the May Player of the Month. So we'll just randomly take a look at Travis Shaw, right? He's under 2,000 stubs right now for a sell now price. He's probably going to stay pretty low, right? But when those new Player of the Month rewards come out, it's going to require this card. This card's going to shoot up in price. So number one, you can invest in these cards. Invest in as much as you want to. But number two, just make sure overall, if you want to make some stubs, make sure you go play these. So you go to single player modes, you go to moments, and you go to Topps Now. For every section that you complete, you get this Topps Now pack from May 3rd to May 9th. You knock out all of these missions, and some are easy, some are annoying, but you beat them all. You get this choice pack that's going to give you 3 of those cards. All right, April 26th to May 2nd, beat this, it's going to give you 3 more cards. I'm pretty sure this is where the cutoff was, so if that helps you determine it, not so much for investing, but the April 26th to May 2nd, and May 3rd to May 9th, those are the 2 that have come out so far. So there's 6 free cards that you can earn for free right now by playing these moments and either hang on to them for the May Player of the Month to get that set complete quick, or you can hang on to them and wait to sell them because the prices are going to skyrocket. They should at least double, especially on the gold ones. The diamond ones went up a little bit from the April Player of the Month program, not a ton, but definitely enough to make stubs. So again, invest or play these and then hang on to the cards, whatever you want to do. But there's definitely potential to make stubs off of the Topps Now cards once the new Player of the Month comes out. And then the last thing is something I've talked about a couple times, and I'm going to say it one more time or bring it up one more time just to think ahead how it could work out. So if we go to collections, a couple days ago we got a brand new prospects collection, and at 10 of if you collect 10 of these prospects, you're going to get yourself a 90 overall diamond Jerry Kelenic, right? Okay, Jared Kelenic. I called him Jerry. My bad, Jared. So you get this card for collecting 10 of these prospect cards. Now, number one, if you want to earn these prospect cards, the easiest way and the best thing to do, in my opinion, and again, I did a whole video on this, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time, but if you play Conquest, you play the big US map here, these objectives are repeatable. I am on my third run through on Conquest, and I'm doing it for numerous reasons. Number one, it's a great way to grind innings for team affinity, so you can load up on a certain division, put a bunch of people on your team, you know, grind innings for team affinity to get that 99 Jackie Robinson. Number two, the rewards are repeatable, so every time you capture an entire division stronghold, you get a prospect pack. That prospect pack can be opened up. You get to pick the card that you want, and you can put it towards that Jared Kelenic set if you want to, or you can sell the card. The reason I've been doing this is to sell the card because the prices have inflated since then, and it's, you know, worth my while. Then when we complete this entire map, you get you get 10 show packs plus 3,500 stubs just by completing the map again. So I'm grinding innings through this. I'm earning easy PXP because the computer's pretty easy. Most of the games you play on rookie, and then I'm going to get the 10 packs, the 3,500 stubs, but also we're getting these prospect packs. The reason I bring that up again is because it's not out of this world to think that if we go to collections here, we saw it happen with the prospects, right? It started out with like a just collect 1 or collect 5 and you get a very minimal stub amount, but then they gave us collect 10 and you get a diamond. It's not out of this world to think very soon, well, maybe Future Stars isn't a great idea or a great example, but for breakouts, right? We got 1 and 5. Is there a possibility or a chance eventually that they'll add a collect 10 reward, and maybe that reward's going to be another diamond player? So I'm saying that to say, make sure you don't have to buy these cards, and some of them you can't, but any card that you can earn for free that's going to be a breakout card or a rookie card or an all-star card or a veteran card, like, I would just try to get as many of these cards as you can. I mean, what do we have here? We have, well, we can only do 5, but in All-Star, I definitely have more than 10, so if they add a collect 10 reward and it's like some random diamond player, boom, I'm going to get them free. Remember, the difference between collection and exchanges, collections, you keep your cards, exchanges, you don't, and all of these are always going to be collections, so you're not losing your cards. There's no reason why I shouldn't collect these 5 right now to get my 200 stubs, but if we get 10 of them, I might get another reward. The reason I say this is because a lot of free cards that they give, whether it's through the daily player program, or not, the daily player program, whether it's through just the regular player program, there's the Fred McGriff that's out right now. Houston Street was from the player program. Jason Giambi was. So make sure you get these free cards. Even if they're not good enough players to get on your team, they could help you towards future collections in the long run, and it's going to make you complete those collections really fast. So remember, you got your daily moments. You can basically get a Matt Kemp diamond, a Madison Bumgarner diamond, a Gary Sheffield diamond. You go to your player programs. We just got the Fred McGriff. There's the Bumgarner Kemp for Evolutions, Houston Street, Mickey Mantle, Eric Davis, Jason Giambi. These are very, very easy to do, and these cards might not be worth it now anymore because some of you might have, better cards at those positions, but in the long run, they could go into future collections, and those collections could be very, very nice. I mean, you could get a really nice card. I didn't play much last year, but I heard towards the middle of the year, of the Diamond Dynasty year, there was a really big set that just required random cards like that, and it gave you, I think it was a 99 Trout or 99 Paul Goldschmidt. You have to let me know that for all of you that play the game, but somebody told me that on stream last night. So that's all we got. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Later tonight, we are getting the second ranked seasons. A new ranked season is starting. That's going to feature a bunch of brand new free diamond overall cards. We're going to take a look at that and talk about some future content coming out this week. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.